The 2026 Royal Rumble is this Saturday live in Saudi Arabia. Things are heating up, but I think it's time we decide on who's gonna win. Let's talk about it right here in Alyx's World. Hello all and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is your WWE Monday Night RAW review, recap, reaction. We know how we do it here. If you're ready, let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about it like Trick Willie says. So, Saturday night, well, not even Saturday night, this Saturday afternoon, because it's in Saudi Arabia, we will see the 2026 Royal Rumble. And coming up to it, I've kind of gone back and forth on who I think is going to win. So my prediction in terms of initial prediction, what I had going into 2026, was Sami Zayn. As of right now, it's still Sami Zayn. There's a side of me that feels like they're going to slip him in at the last second. But now that I'm hearing the Royal Rumble is full, now it's making me think maybe Sami won't be slipped in. That's interesting. Maybe it's full on the Raw side, not necessarily on the SmackDown side. We'll see what they end up doing, because I don't see Sami Zayn beating Drew McIntyre. And my prediction was Sami loses to Drew, and then he slips in at the last second to win, like a lot of people do when it comes to the Royal Rumble, right? But with Bron Breakker returning and being entered, and with this idea that the Rumble is full, because Finn Balor tried to enter and was told, no, the Rumble is full, which is ridiculous. I've never heard that before. I've never ever heard a scenario where the Rumble was full and no one can enter. Now it's making me question if Sami is going to win. And it's making me lean towards a Bron Breakker victory. Now, I haven't made my decision yet. We will find out what I ultimately decide, who I ultimately decide is going to win the Rumble tomorrow night on A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. Yes, it is official. I'm announcing it now. And I will remind you throughout the stream, tomorrow night, 9:15 p.m. Central, on A&B Combos' channel, I will be live on their channel to preview and predict the Royal Rumble. That's right. Me, A&B Combos, and of course, Marked by Wrestling will come together to predict, react, and of course, recap. Well, not even react and recap, because we're not going to be watching the show, but just predict and just react, if you will, on who and what we believe is ultimately going to be the winners of the Royal Rumble. And it's going to be quite the conversation. Looking forward for that. But right now, I don't know. The Raw side might be full. Is the SmackDown side full? If SmackDown has a couple of spots open, maybe they'll slip in Sami Zayn. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So starting out with Finn Balor, since we're there, he didn't go babyface. They teased it. Finn Balor went to go talk to CM Punk, told him he respects him and he's giving him his flowers. But then Liv Morgan, the ultimate manipulator, stepped in and told them, hey, are you living the Judgment Day? You realize that he's playing you, right? He doesn't want you to be champion. Fed into his dark instincts. Brought out the heel Finn Balor. And Finn Balor interfered in the main event. What might be AJ Styles' final Raw main event. Might be. And he costs AJ Styles the match. But ended up attacking CM Punk, laying him out. This is going to force another world title match. Now, when does that world title match happen? Does it happen at the Elimination Chamber? Does it happen at the Royal Rumble? We don't know. Matter of fact, do we have a full card for the Royal Rumble? I don't even think... Let me go ahead and see, because I don't even know what's going to be at the Royal Rumble yet. I was thinking we were going to have the Women's Championship, Stephanie Vacar and Raquel Rodriguez, but that's happening next Monday. So let me see. How many matches are on this card? Because if we have 3 matches, they're going to throw in CM Punk and Finn Balor. But let me see. We have CM Punk. No, I don't think we have 4 matches. We have the men's Royal Rumble. We have the women's Royal Rumble. And then we have Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. I think that's it. Right? Hold on, let me see. Let me scroll down a little bit more. And then, of course, AJ Styles and Gunther. So that's 4 matches. Huh. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. See, now I'm questioning it. They have 4 matches. So AJ Styles, Gunther. Yeah. 4 matches seems plenty. They don't like going above 4. They might add in another one. They could do CM Punk and Finn, even it out to a strong 5. So that's Drew Sammy, AJ Gunther, Finn Punk. I think you kind of have to have CM Punk on the show, right? And then the women's and men's Royal Rumbles. We'll see. They're clearly going to do Finn Balor and CM Punk again, right? They're going to do it again. That's the reason why they had Finn attack Punk. And I think the long-term goal here is to turn Finn Balor babyface, but they're going to hold off on it. They're going to hold off on it until Dominic Mysterio comes back, because Dominic Mysterio isn't back yet. When Dom comes back, then we can begin the feud, or begin the turn, and then do the feud between Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio for the IC title. I think that's what they're ultimately waiting for. They teased it. They basically laid out the long-term storyline here. They're going to turn Finn Balor babyface. They're going to do it, but I think because Dominic Mysterio was hurt and they're letting him rest up, they're going to keep this going a little bit longer. So that's fine with me. The question is, when does Finn Balor fight CM Punk again? Does it happen at the Royal Rumble? Does it happen leading into Chamber? We'll have to see what they do. But yeah, he's staying a heel for now. It's a slow burn babyface turn. Me personally, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of feel like because of his match last week, this was the time to do it. Like, they should have turned him babyface now, but they just decided, nah, we're gonna keep him heel. We're gonna keep him heel for a little bit longer. I thought after that match, after seeing him come out with the OG NXT theme, the entrance, they could have rode that momentum. So now he's back to being a heel. They're going to have to start all the way back over again and then somehow create a moment for them to ride off into another babyface turn. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm not saying they can't create another scenario where fans will get behind Finn. I just don't have enough faith in them to recapture the magic he had when they were wrestling in his home country, right? Like, we'll see. It's going to be very hard with Dominic Mysterio. And that's just it. Dominic Mysterio is being booked as a heel, but he's very popular. He's going to be booked as the top heel, but are fans going to be willing to boo him, though? And that's the problem where, okay, you're going to put Finn Balor up against Dominic Mysterio. Clearly, Dominic Mysterio is the more popular out of the two. And so you're going to expect fans to cheer on Finn Balor over Dominic. We'll see. We'll end up seeing. I guess they have to, right? If he's going to go babyface. I have a big fear that that's going to be very difficult for Finn Balor. But we'll see. We'll see. The long-term deal here is that Finn Balor will lead the Judgment Day, and he will get into a feud with Dominic Mysterio, which was always the long-term goal there. It's just about when, not if. Bron Breakker. So Bron Breakker returned tonight, and not really much happened. He attacked Adam Pearce, got suspended, then he came back, and they just threw him into the Rumble. That was it. Matter of fact, he just threw every single member of the Vision into the Rumble. So I'm going to talk about this tomorrow night with A&B Convos, but there's a reason. There's a reason he threw every single member into the Rumble. I think you all know where I'm going with this. I think he's coming back tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. When Rumble happens, this Saturday. I think he's coming back this Saturday. Yeah, it just makes the most sense. Because that just fell flat, right? Felt kind of flat that they did all of this. Bron Breakker getting suspended. And then he just comes back and gets rewarded. Now, why would Adam Pearce do that unless there's a come-up is coming for them? There has to be a reason why Adam Pearce is throwing all the members into the Rumble. Like, you're going to reward them for being disruptive? No. I think someone's coming in. I think someone's coming back. Ooh. I predicted that he would be back before WrestleMania. So, what a time to return. Right? But we'll get more into that tomorrow night. In terms of who wins the Rumble. So, you guys know I'm pushing heavy for Sami Zayn to win the Rumble. And with them saying the Rumble is full, whatever. I am still pushing for him. We're going to see how they slip him in. If Sami Zayn enters the Rumble, he's winning. Forget about it. The only way you can not have Sami win is to not have him enter the Rumble. Right? Sami can't win the Rumble if he's not in the Rumble. So then Bron Breakker instantly becomes the favorite to win. The only other person that I would have win the Rumble, if it's not Sami Zayn, if it's not Bron Breakker, then it's got to be Obafemi. You have Obafemi win the Rumble, you give him a monster push, and have him beat Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, win the top title. That would be the only person I would have win. But outside of Obafemi, it's got to be Sami Zayn or Bron Breakker. I'm seeing people say Roman Reigns. Why was that hard for me to say? Saying Roman Reigns. Others are saying Cody Rhodes. Don't do Cody Rhodes again, please. You don't need to do Cody Rhodes again. Roman Reigns. I don't know. Maybe next year. Maybe next year have Roman win. Especially if the main event's going to be Rock versus Roman, Saudi Arabia. That's becoming more and more of a reality. But I don't know. I just feel like this year, Roman and Cody don't need it. It either needs to be Bron Breakker, who is going to become a World Heavyweight Champion this year, or Sami Zayn. Either one works best for me. So, if Sami doesn't enter the Rumble, then yeah, Bron's the one to win. It's his Rumble to win. Find me a better candidate to win outside of Obafemi. And I think a lot of you know that they're not going to go with Obafemi. If he enters the Rumble, great. He's not going to win it. He should. I'll tell you what. If they have Obafemi enter that bitch at number 30, he better win. But we'll see. I'm going to go with my original pick, Sami Zayn. And we'll see where they go with that. The low-key legend. Let's talk about Natty Neidhart. So it's official. She has debuted the gimmick. She's a serious heel. She said, Natalya elevates, Natty Neidhart decimates. Love it. Love that. And she's continuing her feud with Maxine Dupree. So that's going to be her debut feud. Maybe she's going to bring out a darker version of Maxine. We'll love to see that. Yeah, I think this is exactly what she needed to be all along. Serious, gives off this veteran presence. Yeah, give her all the TV time and give her all the titles. Give her all the belts. This is Natty's peak. I cannot wait to see her have that run with the IC Championship and fight everybody, as she should. And then the big question that everyone is asking, is Styles. Now, if you saw my prediction show, you already know I'm expecting AJ Styles to go to WrestleMania, right? I expect him to head to WrestleMania. I do not expect him to lose to Gunther at the Royal Rumble. I think he's got a lot left in the tank, if you will. But that being said, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm starting to question that now. I'm starting to question it. Well, a multitude of reasons, but the main two is a post that was made by, 1 second, go. I think I lost the internet. Did I lose the internet? Are we okay? Okay, we're good. Thought I lost the internet for 2 seconds there. I think we're okay. Can you guys still hear me? Can you see me? Yeah, I think we're okay. Back to what I was saying. So, after AJ Styles had that phenomenal match against Shinsuke Nakamura at the Royal Rumble, not the Royal Rumble, Saturday Night's main event. Got the Royal Rumble just all up in my head right now. Saturday Night's main event, he had that awesome match against Shinsuke Nakamura. And it felt like a love letter. A love letter to their New Japan Pro Wrestling match. Right? It felt like AJ and Shinsuke wanted to get that in before he was getting ready to call it. There was something about that match that felt final. And after that match, Shinsuke would then go on his Instagram, and this is true. He went onto his Instagram and he posted a letter. And in this letter, he revealed that AJ said, this is it. He talked to AJ and asked him, are you going to retire? And AJ told him, yeah, it's it. This is the end. I'm ending it on Saturday at the Royal Rumble. I started at the Royal Rumble 10 years ago. I ended at the Rumble. He told Nakamura that. So if that's true, and AJ told Nakamura this is it, I mean, who else to decide that his career is ending than AJ Styles, right? Now, before you get upset, before you get sad, keep this in mind. AJ doesn't decide when he retires. His contract expires in February. That doesn't mean Triple H won't ask for an extension. Maybe Triple H will reach out to him and be like, look here. Let me sign you to a year contract. Let me get you to the end of the year. Let's do one more full year. We'll give you a run with the championship, and then you can go out like John Cena did. Right? Just because he wants to retire doesn't mean he will. And for all we know, this whole thing could be a work. Right? It could be a work. It could be them working us like they did with Seth Rollins or anything else. Make us think he's going to retire so he can then beat Gunther and stay for a little bit longer. It could go that way. We'll see. Anything's possible. But the letter and the fact that he fought CM Punk tonight in the main event for the WWE Championship, those two things make me think, and this is just my opinion, those two things make me think that he is calling it a day. It was like, well, we got to get it in before you call it, my dude. You got to get it in. One match against CM Punk. So, what would have sealed it for me was if CM Punk beat AJ Styles clean. If he had beaten AJ Styles clean, 1, 2, 3 inside the ring, that would have made me think that AJ was losing. Because I'm like, damn, he loses to Punk, and I guess he's losing to Gunther. The fact that Finn Balor interfered and cost AJ, that makes me think he's going to get another shot, right? I do believe they did that on purpose to not make it final. So for all we know, and it could still happen, that was their way of saying he's still got a little bit more left, because he didn't outright lose. If he had outright lost to CM Punk, I would have said, yeah, he's retiring on Saturday. But the fact that Finn Balor interfered puts that question in my head that we might not be all the way done with him yet. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like it could go either way. They could have AJ beat Gunther and have him write this off a little bit longer past WrestleMania and then retire at the end of the year, right? They could always do that. Or maybe AJ will just end it. It started at the Royal Rumble. It ends at the Royal Rumble. We'll have to see, right? We'll definitely have to see what they do. But what do you think? Like, do you believe that this is going to be the end of AJ Styles' career? Because they've done everything that they could with him, right? He's won every title. He's a Grand Slam champ. He's beaten the best. He's fought the best. It's kind of hard to argue why he should stay, right? You could have him stay, win the championship, have a run with the championship, and then call it a day. I feel like there's a good chance. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. There's a good chance that AJ wins and stays for a little bit longer. That's still a possibility. And the fact that that's a possibility is making me think that's exactly what's about to happen. I always keep that in mind. You're going to get my answer when we do predictions tomorrow, because I'm not too sure. I'm not sure yet. If you ask me right now, as I am in my state of mind, I am leaning towards him staying. Currently in my state of mind. I'm not all the way sold that this is it. And we'll talk about that in the review, about why I'm not all the way sold. But at the same time, I could be wrong. This might be it. It's appropriate. It's his final year. He debuted at the Rumble. It ends at the Rumble. That kind of, again, so like you could make an argument for both sides. The fact that he didn't outright lose to CM Punk, and the fact that they're making it kind of obvious that he's going to retire, makes me think he's not going to retire, right? They're kind of putting it in your face that your career is going to end, right? So that makes me think it's not going to happen. That being said, the letter and the fact that it's at the Royal Rumble, he debuted 10 years ago at the Royal Rumble. So you could argue either one. It depends on what the WWE wants to do. So you guys let me know. Do you believe AJ Styles is retiring? I do have a poll up, by the way. What does the poll say? So we only have 45 votes. We're going to have a lot more. 64% believe he's not retiring. So everyone so far believes, like me, that this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel appropriate for him to retire with. It doesn't feel appropriate. It doesn't feel right. It just feels, I won't say it feels abrupt. It doesn't feel complete, right? Like when I think about a legend, and he is a legend, like AJ Styles calling it a day, man, look, WrestleMania feels like the best place to do it. WrestleMania feels like the time to do it. If you want to have him put his career on the line at WrestleMania, go for it. But for me, I don't know. I just feel like we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. And you'll get my full answer tomorrow. You'll get my definitive answer tomorrow. Just right now, I'm not thinking he's going to retire. That's just it. Let's move on. Monday Night Raw was live in Toronto, Canada. We're going to do a full review of that. But before we do that, we got bills to pay. Thank you all so much for being here. You could be anywhere here in the YouTube space. You chose me, and I'm grateful for it. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok. Why? Because I'm the tickest, I'm the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your thoughts played live on the air, email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi and get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alex guy t-shirt. Hot off the press. Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, and many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned, join the cause, expand the brand today right here in Alex's World. When you're in my world. Big shout out to the sponsors of today's video, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is here, ladies and gentlemen, to give you some sweet deals off of ticket purchases. Now, if you're somebody that's looking for a sweet ticket purchase on a wrestling event, on some football games, I don't know why. Why do people like football? Football's a terrible sport. It's boring. It's just guys running around on the field in helmets, running into each other, and they're carrying around this pigskin, and then they throw, they catch. They throw, they catch. So boring. Oh, watch this. Ready? And then they kick it. I'm tired thinking about it. Wait. It's boring. It's boring. But maybe you want to go watch some boring football. The least I can do is give you a discount for that boring football game. Now, basketball. Now, that's an American sport. Hey, MJ, with my MJ fans out there, if y'all grew up with me, Space Jam, welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance, take your dance at the Space Jam. Yeah, it's all about that basketball, that b-ball. Football's boring. Maybe you should get you a ticket through SeatGeek for basketball. Whatever you decide to do, whether it's WWE, AEW, basketball, not no boring football, you can use my promo code JustAlex for $20. I said $20 off any ticket purchase. If that interests you, then let's get a quick word from our sponsor before we get to some shout outs. Today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek. If you're a wrestling fan looking for access to great seats for any wrestling event near you, then you want to use this app. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek stands as the unrivaled #1 ticketing app in the market today. SeatGeek constantly delivers incredible deals on ticket prices. When you're exploring the app, keep an eye out for the special green dots that mark the best deals. What's even better is that every ticket you purchase is backed by SeatGeek's buyer guarantee, with the option to return your tickets and even swap them before the events. So here's an exclusive for you. If you click the link down below and use the promo code JustAlex, you can get $20 off your first purchase. Yes, $20 off any ticket that you purchase using the promo code JustAlex. This is a sweet deal that you could use literally right now. So don't wait. Click the link, download the app, and join the SeatGeek family today. Thank you all so much for being here. I want to thank the Mod Squad for helping me launch this channel into the new year. We recently hit 50,000 subscribers. Thank you all for continuing to watch me, for continuing to follow me on my journey in wrestling. As always, please show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine 97 5-star heart, Elias, a demon. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl. Khalil does everything. Everything! Highway Dylan. Danger. Dylan Danger. Teflon Don. The Mod Father. Zeno. Enigma. Big MGM. And of course, Mrs. Firestar Hart, Angel, Hollenbeck. They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the World Super Chat Championship is indeed on the line. It will be on the line this Saturday afternoon, not Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon. Remember, it's currently being held by the Savior, Drew Usher, who has made the statement, if you gonna come for the king, you best not miss. So be careful, especially around Rumble time. It gets to be a bit dangerous in these waters. There's be sharks in these waters. Y'all know how it is. Quick reminder once again, since I see them, A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition is in the live chat. Tomorrow night, me, A&B, and of course Mark by Wrestling, will be live to preview and predict the 2026 Royal Rumble, but it will not be on this channel. It will be on A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition's channel. So, if you are interested, and you should be, because they are the premier reaction channel here in the YouTube space, hearing my predictions, it'll be over there tomorrow night. We're family here. We are family. Family, ladies and gentlemen. So, let me see here. I believe there's nothing else to really discuss here. If there's anything else, just let me know. If I miss anything, please remind me. I'm excited about this weekend. I think Rumble's going to be quite the show, especially in Saudi Arabia. Someone asked about Corpse EA. Yes, I am expecting... Wait, did I even sing his song? Hold on for a minute. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Corpse EA. Where the hell is Corpse EA? I haven't seen Corpse EA in a minute. I'm scared he might not show up. Honestly. I think he might be done. We'll see. If he's done, maybe someone else will step up. All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get these shout outs in. Thank you all so much for being here. Who do I see? Who's here? So at the top, I see Young Money, Trey Lucado, fast pass to him. I see YouTube member Dawsey Chatham. What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what? I'm going to stick with that. I like that, Dawsey Chatham. We're going to stick with that. What's up? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. We got JJ, who let the dogs out? You know what, JJ? One of these days, you got to win a championship, bruh. You got to win a championship one of these days, my friend. Caleb, SK, wherever. What's good, SK? I see Dream Crazy 2028. He says, Roman is winning the Rumble. It's so predictable. Well, I got bad news for you. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Let's see here. Bonkers, LFC 3067. I don't want Bianca Belair to win it. Boring to come back just to win. Yeah, you might not like it, but that's what's getting ready to happen. That is my prediction too. Bianca returns to win it. Now, I already gave him a shout out, but I'm going to give him another shout out because he is the man himself. Your World Super Chat Champ, the Savior, Drew Usher. Obviously, he's retired. That's why they rushed. He put a B in there. They rushed to do CM Punk versus Styles tonight. Again, they're making it kind of obvious that he's going to retire, but we'll see. We'll end up seeing. We will definitely end up seeing. Let's see. Where am I? We got Rickardy, RTC, Rickardy, yeah. We got Joe Arredondo. We got Chris Wrestling Views. I'm trying to see who else we got in here. Rooster McScratch. Quite the name. What's good, Rooster McScratch? We got Your Goatness, Lauren Biggs. Your Goatness is speaking, by the way. And when Your Goatness speaks, you will listen. She says, "What up, goaties? I think they can have a situation where they have Gunther get counted out and stretch this to Mania." Maybe Gunther does retire AJ, but just not in Rumble. I like that. I like that. Speaking of champions, when he's in the building, you the twos, and he's the one, former world champ himself, the chosen one, the unwicked, Ronwell Nagales. Ronwell says, "If for some miracle Corp CA no shows, I might take back the world title, but we'll have to see." Sir, I hope you're ready, because Drew Usher got pockets too. Drew also has pockets. Lauren Biggs says, "Call me your glam slamness." Really? Your glam slamness? Is that what we're doing? Are you ready for the women's? Are you ready for the women's wrestlers being covered up like Power Rangers? Oh yeah, because they're gonna be in Saudi Arabia. They're gonna have their Power Rangers outfits. Hilarious. I like that. Hilarious. Let's see. Milichinho. I think AJ beats Gunther and has his farewell versus Finn at WrestleMania for the title. Ooh, okay. Hey, Drew Usher said it one more time. When you come for the king, you bet not miss. Robert Nagales. Drew Usher called you out. You bet not miss. All right, we're going to stop the shout outs there. Thank you all so much for being here. You could be anywhere. I'm very proud to have you. Get these likes up. Get these likes up. We're at 27 likes. We have a lot more people than that. Get these likes up. Likes do help the stream. All right, let's go ahead and get to the review portion of the show, because we were live in Toronto. Anyone felt like this crowd was kind of weak? Not saying the show was great or anything, but the crowd was more excited about the opening segment, AJ versus Punk. And then the show happened and they were just like, all right, is that it? By the time we got to the main event, they were tired. They were super excited for AJ versus Punk. They lost their minds when they made the announcement. And then we got to the main event and they were kind of quiet for it. And that makes me sad. Toronto used to be, well, still is, but didn't come across as one of the crowds that is the most excited for wrestling, right? But yeah, they opened up with AJ Styles, who lets people know that 2026 is his final year, but he wants one last run with the world title. Outwalk CM Punk. And CM Punk said, well, since you might not be here after Saturday, why wait to give you a title shot? Let's do it right here, right now. Not right now, but right now. And Punk, AJ, shook hands, made it official for the main event. So again, the fact that they did this is making me question, is he calling it a day on Saturday? We had the Judgment Day versus Rio. That's so weird. Rio. That's Rhea Ripley and Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer. Judgment Days, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan lose to Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Stephanie. We would see Stephanie get attacked. No, actually, we would see Stephanie attack our big, fiendish, sexy Raquel Rodriguez backstage, and therefore set up a match next week, not at the Royal Rumble, but next week, street fight for the Women's Championship. So I think it's safe to say Stephanie retains. We shall see. We shall definitely see. So Finn Balor meets CM Punk backstage. Finn Balor tells CM Punk, thank you for your respect and your kindness for letting me have my moment inside the ring. And then he told Punk, look, I respect you And I'm giving you your flowers like you gave me my flowers. And then Punk told Balor, look, you want a shot? Win the Rumble. And we're thinking, yeah, hell yeah. Finn Balor into the Rumble? Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And then he goes to ask Adam Pearce to put him in the Rumble. And Adam Pearce said, sorry, the Rumble is full. What? What you mean the Rumble is full? When has that ever happened? When has that happened? When have we known ever in a WWE era for anybody to be like, put me in the Rumble? And they went, nah, we're full. That's never happened before. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. And so rightfully so, Finn's like, bitch, what the fuck? It's full? I guess so. He goes to walk away and Liv is just like, so, you gonna take that like a bitch? I saw CM Punk talking to you. I heard him tell you that you can't get, you can't get a title shot unless you live the Judgment Day. I heard him talking shit about us. You gonna listen to him? You know he's playing you, right? Although Liv's the one playing him. She's the one pulling his strings. And Finn's like, you hold the fuck up, bitch. Ain't nobody pulling my strings. I'm the beast. And the best in the world. Paul, say something stupid. I still love that promo so much. Anyways. But yeah, Finn Balor walks off and we all know what happens later on. Paul Heyman is inside the ring with Adam Pearce. They bring out the Vision, and then Adam Pearce is like, you know what? All of you in the Rumble. You're right. I was an asshole. And I'm going to reward you by putting you all in the Rumble, including you, Bron Breakker. Yeah. So, all the members are in the Rumble, right? Well, if all the members are in the Rumble, guess who that means is coming back tomorrow? Whoa, not tomorrow, Saturday. Yes. We all predicted that Seth Rollins would be back before WrestleMania. I believe he returns at the Rumble this weekend. I could be wrong. And now imagine Seth Rollins comes out and you have a countdown. Ooh, 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 break the walls down! Break down the walls! Actually, they might not do that. They might do I become. You think WWE would let Jericho come in with Judas? Judas in my mind. Judas in my mind. We'll see. But the fact that all of them are going to be in the Rumble, and the fact that Adam Pearce didn't punish them, that makes me think, we are going to get a return from the Visionary, the Revolutionary, Mr. freaking Rollins. Could be wrong, we'll see. But I do expect Rollins to return at some point before WrestleMania, because he's ready. Austin Theory fought Rey Mysterio. He ends up beating Rey Mysterio despite interferences from the Vision and, of course, help from Penta and Dragon Lee. Cero Miedo. Natalya! Excuse me. No, not Natalya. Natty Neidhart. There's a big difference. So Natty Neidhart is now the low-key legend. Her UFC persona, more of a serious, sawing-off, break a bitch in half personality. She explains why she turned on Maxine. She has a new mindset, and she basically said, I am not here to elevate. Natalya elevated, but Natty Neidhart decimates. Love that line. All she was missing was a middle finger. I am the master of the middle finger. Come on. Who remembers that? Who remembers WrestleMania Goes Hollywood and Austin was the gladiator? My name is Stone Cold Steve Austin. And tonight, I unleash hell. Dun 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 dun. Oh, dun 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 dun. And they did that segment with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Rowdy Piper. Oh, So good. We had a tag team title match. It was a fatal 4-way. We got the New Day. We had American Made. We had American Alpha. Or Alpha Academy, whatever the fuck we're going to call them. Alpha Academy. I don't know why I called them American Alpha. And then another tag team. Oh, the Los Americanos. Jesus Christ. American Alpha, American Made, Los Americanos, and New Day. One of these things is not like the other. Anyways, this match was fine. It was kind of shocking to see Alpha Academy win. I was like, oh, we're going with them. All right. I wasn't expecting that. So really quickly, let me talk about this. I should have saved this for the opening, the introduction. So you guys are wondering what happened to Jimmy, right? Because we've been seeing Jey Uso just randomly come out by himself with the tag team titles. Yeah, me too. I've been kind of sitting here like, where's Jimmy? So we have an update about that. He's at home dealing with personal issues. Uh-oh. Now, before you assume it has anything to do with Naomi, I can assure you it doesn't. I can assure you it doesn't. He's dealing with other personal issues. And that's why he needed time off. So, that's disappointing. Because it's actually kind of made things a bit awkward for Jay, who just won the tag team titles. And now it's like, all right, well, you put me back in the tag team. And now Jimmy goes away. So what the fuck am I doing? All right. And a lot of people are thinking, is Naomi about to give birth? No, I'm almost certain, like, she still has a couple of months left, right? Because she announced she was pregnant in August? So, yeah, we're not going to see the baby come out until early spring, like late spring, early summer, maybe? Or maybe early spring, late spring, early summer seems about right. Seems about right. But yeah, I have no idea what's going on with Jimmy. Hopefully he's okay. Is the main event next? Yep, main event's next. CM Punk versus AJ Styles. The match was good. It wasn't the classic that I thought it would be. Nakamura and AJ was so much better. That was phenomenal. That's no pun intended. That was an incredible match. And that felt like a send-off. This match felt like, it's weird. So, they were trying to have a great match. You could tell they wanted it to be a bit better than what it was, right? And then you had Finn Balor interfere and throw the whole thing out, no contest. And that was weird. So, like I said before, if CM Punk was to have beaten AJ, I would be coming up here telling you that AJ's retiring this Saturday. But the fact that they had Finn Balor interfere and not give us a definitive finish, because if AJ Styles is on his way out, you lose to the world champ, right? To not have AJ lose, now you're making me think he's going to win on Saturday. Because that's one of those things that they do that's weird. Because we know WWE. If you're leaving, you lose on your way out. John Cena lost his last 2 matches. Why can't AJ? But yeah, AJ doesn't win because Finn Balor interferes. Finn Balor stays heel. He attacks CM Punk and forces a rematch. I don't know when the rematch is happening. Could be happening at the Royal Rumble. Could be happening next week. But it's looking like they're going to extend this for a bit until Dominic Mysterio comes back. Then when Dom returns, they're going to push the reset button and have Finn Balor turn babyface. But yeah, like, I'm disappointed that we didn't turn him babyface, like, right now, because fans want to cheer him. But I get it. We're going to wait, right? We're going to wait. And that's fine. We got plenty of time. I'm a bit worried that they're not going to be able to recreate the magic, right? But we'll see. We'll definitely see what they end up doing. Yeah, that's Monday Night Raw. You guys have the floor. Give me your thoughts. Are you expecting AJ to retire? Are you excited about Rumble? The topics we got into. Give me your thoughts about those. But yeah, let me see what y'all been saying. What y'all here talking about. So we have more votes for the poll. We have 57 votes. 60% say AJ is not losing on Saturday. Okay. We'll see. Hold on, let me do this. Let me go to my YouTube post, my YouTube community post, and let's see what that says. Let me see what that says. 1 second. My YouTube community post says, so this one has 708 votes. It's going to get higher in 1 hour. So, sorry to tell you guys, but 708 votes, the majority, 64%, says that AJ's career is ending this Saturday. So, a lot of people are calling that this is it for him. Right? They're calling that this is it. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see here. What y'all in here talking about? Oba, nah, but I wish. I tell you what, Oba Femi, that's the type of person that needs to win the Rumble. You have him debut and win it, fuck yeah. And then you have him win the championship, fuck yeah. Game Shock, Sami Zayn, only if he goes after the World Championship against CM Punk and wins. CM Punk would be fighting Bron Breakker, so you mean Drew McIntyre. Obviously. Maybe you have Sami not win the Rumble, but wins Chamber, and then gets the rematch at WrestleMania. We'll see. LA Knight. Ooh, LA Knight? Well, LA Knight's going to win Money in the Bank this year, so he doesn't really need to win Rumble. Give them all the belts is like my catchphrase. It is. Thank you. Appreciate it. Drew Russia. Yeah, because they wouldn't rush a pay-per-view match on Raw unless it was serious. They wanted to get this one in before he goes. That is true. And Drew says his wife wants him home. That also might be true. We're going to definitely see what they end up doing. Who knows, man? Who knows? It might be a swerve. He probably would extend. I hope it's a work. Oh, people are saying they hope it's a work. Me too. I also hope it's a work. Let's see here. Caleb SK River. I was gonna say Ska River. It's Caleb SK River. No, it's not. I believe he's not done. Okay, so he thinks AJ is staying. Okay, that's interesting. Ronwell Nogales also doesn't believe AJ is done. That's interesting. All right, let's see. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down a little bit. The Seahawks game. Oh Lord, was extremely boring. I agree. No, he didn't say that. He said it was extremely good. Stephanie versus Raquel should be good. Yeah, it should be a good match. Lauren Biggs, this is MTV fan. You've just been CM Punked. I remember that show, Punked. That was so good. Healing the States, but facing his home country. Yeah, we'll see. JJ Bulldog, again, it made no sense for Fed and CM Punk showing mutual respects after Balor accepted defeat and not attack Punk. Then all of a sudden, he just attacks both Punk and AJ like, bruh, what was the point of all of that? Yeah, it just kind of does feel like they pushed the reset button to extend it a bit. I don't like that personally, but we'll see. I don't see it happening this year. Maybe the end of the year or two. Okay, we'll see. Congratulations about the 50K. Thank you. Appreciate that, Swan. Did I say Swan? Sean Swaby. The reason why I said Swan is because you changed your name to Swaby Sean. That's why I went Sean. Sean Swaby. Baby. Lauren Biggs, Raw was a 6 tsunamis out of 10. Damn. 6 tsunamis. Lord. JJ Bulldog gives it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, the show was okay. It was decent. I didn't think it was like blow me away amazing. It was kind of slow. I didn't hate it though. I didn't hate it. All right, let me go ahead and get out of here. So one more time. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, A&B Combos Wrestling Edition will be live. Live and in living color for the Royal Rumble. We'll be live for the Royal Rumble. And I think I'll have my predictions ready. I'm excited to see what their Rumble predictions are going to be. I think we're going to have quite the discussion, if anything else. We'll see what they end up doing. We're going to have some debates, if anything else. So thank you all for joining me. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. We're definitely going to be locking in for the rest of the year, going into WrestleMania season, because I have no idea what's getting ready to happen, but hopefully it's good. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World, a place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.
When you're in